What happened to love thy neighbor? Instead of stuffing your faces, pass the plate first. Make sure everyone has. Make sure that every need is met. Then we can enjoy ours in peace and satisfaction. See, I'm bringing this.
Welcome to Color of Hope. My name is Ed Shakespeare. It is a pleasure having you here with us this evening. Entrepreneurship, a word that in Haiti has really grown accustomed to since the earthquake. And Haiti Ventures wishes to keep this going and reinforce the importance of that word. And joining me to talk about the importance of that specific word is none other than Marc Saint-Clair. He is the managing director at Pay Facile, a startup international bill payment company. He currently serves as the VP of Business Development at the Mullings Group. Marc, it is a pleasure to have you here on our program.
Hi, likewise, Ed.
All right, Marc, I want to start here with you by talking about the Haiti Entrepreneurship Forum that you organized. And I know you're very quick to not take credit for it by yourself, but you were the engine behind the effort. I want to ask you, how appreciative were the participants, do you think?
Well, it is amazing. You would not believe the kind of feedback that we have received from them. They have been longing for the ability or the connection with people that really would listen to them. And in essence, summarize it in a whole, they felt that, people back home that knows us are equipped and more attuned to listen to us and our needs. And I guess for the longest they felt as if, there's a lot of events that's taking place, a lot of efforts and a lot of planning that's taking place. But for some reason, they felt that they were not involved and they felt that they were not being heard. So in light of this, with this forum, based on preliminary feedback that we have received, more and more people were starting to feel as if, wow, this is, the diaspora, I think, is really listening to us. They are paying attention to us. So on the level of appreciativeness, I think, they were really amazed over the fact that, they're not left behind, and we're really thinking about them on the grassroots level.
Yeah. For people, Marc, who have just tuned in here today and may have not heard about the Haiti Entrepreneurship Forum, tell us a little bit about it and why you decided that this was something important and something worth doing.
Okay, the Haiti Entrepreneurship Forum, it took place out of a need for support to the average entrepreneur, the average guy, that does not have the contact, the average guy that has really been struggling with identifying a new way of coping and a new way of establishing contact with access. So as a result of that need, I've spoken with Color of Hope, I've spoken with a number of other diaspora organizations, and they felt the urgency to be able to bring in novel technologies that has worked in other markets. They felt the need that entrepreneurs who are innovative in their own ways, if they could simply get access or be exposed to that particular technology, or just to be able to brush shoulders with the owner of this company XYZ, then they might get an insight or a network capability that would just stretch beyond money, because as they say, favor is better than money. So the need for the Entrepreneurship Forum, as we know it here, was very important, and it was very impactful.
All right. Well, for someone, the word entrepreneurship, when you say it and you envision Haiti, what do you see, Marc, as somebody who's in the field and trying to help entrepreneurs in Haiti? What comes to mind when you hear that word?
Okay. Well, I think for our market, the concept of people hearing entrepreneurs, one of the first things they think about this guy that's selling mangoes on the side of the street, or this lady that is selling pistachios or peanuts. That's the common term. But in true essence, a lot of the other entrepreneurs are not even thought about, even along that line. Entrepreneurs, in essence, in our word, are problem solvers. They see problems, they act and they create a solution to provide a market need for that problem. So in our essence, we see entrepreneurs as problem solvers.
Yeah. Well, in that sense, I want to take it to the heart of our conversation today. But before, I just want to make a quick announcement. If you're listening to us live here, I will give you a chance in the next minute or so, because Marc has a short amount of time to spend here with us. He'll be with us till about around 8:10. So I will give you a chance to ask him any question. You can type your question on the chat. Or you can call this number, the 561-623-9508. And yes, we're live. I know we receive many calls after the show and say, Ed, you didn't pick up my call. I'll get the email or the message. So please, if you have any question for Marc, our guest, or myself as well, I'll give it to you, Marc, because you're here for that today. You can type it in the chat, or the number 623-9508. But Marc, let's talk a little bit about the status of entrepreneurship in Haiti. I know you just mentioned, when people say entrepreneur, and this is exactly the reason why I ask you to kind of, tell me what you see. They're problem solvers. So what is the status of entrepreneurship in Haiti? Where are we?
Okay, well, as you're aware, the Haitian economy is divided into three pieces. You have the top market, which is crowded by monopolies. You have mid-market, and you have bottom market. Bottom market is attended to by microfinance institutions. You have a lot of the efforts that are taking place. They're really aggressive about microfinancing, and they usually attend to the guy that's right around up to the $2,500 once you've proven yourself over time kind of range. The monopolies, they're very helpful for the economy, and they help the economy in many ways. They're attended by the monopolistic institutions, and those are also important for the economy. But middle market entrepreneurs, there's a gap for them in Haiti right now. There's really not a lot of financing initiatives. We're talking about the guy who is above $10,000 and between $10,000 and $50,000 guy, the one that really needs the help and the buying to actually kickstart and create jobs. So the status right now is that if you go and you start talking to entrepreneurs, 99.9% of them are looking for money.
Yeah.
And one of the first things that needs to take place is that there's a lot of education that needs to take place, because education and introduction to novel technologies. For example, if you need a website, there are millions of resources that are currently available that will enable you to create a website and a website presence without even paying a dime. There's a lot of different things like that are currently available for you to actually do. So education comes first, and I think if there should be a lot of effort toward teaching and leaning and showing entrepreneurs what new methodologies that are in the market, and as of today, right now, a lot of entrepreneurs are trying to find ways to create. There's quite a number of them that are looking into innovative solutions, but as a result of the decades of institutionalized market and status quo, many of them do not actually think about innovation. Many see, okay, if I need to develop a business, it's going to either be between one of the three things that I see that are around me right now. It's either a restaurant, or it's either a car wash business because so-and-so is doing it and making money. But yet, given the lack of mindset change, and given the lack of ability to see access and connecting with the right individual, that mentality has been fostered severely, and it's like severely ingrained. It has a foothold that is really challenging the ability of the entrepreneurs right now to just kick on their innovative switch. I think it's there. I think they're right around the edge of the corner, as evidenced by our recent forum. As we have spoken with some of these guys, they were truly amazed, and they said, wow, I see an opportunity for me to introduce this new problem solution technique, or this new problem solutions company into my village. This is going to help so much. It's going to help this. It's going to help that. You should see like how their eyes are glowing, because pathway to mindset change have already started to take place.
Yeah, you open quite a few things here. Let me see if I can get my hands kind of on a few of them, because I know we don't have a whole lot of time. Let's take the access to credit issue that they're facing. Is there like a light at the end of the tunnel for them that you may know about? Because we know when you say entrepreneurs, specifically talking about the middle market entrepreneurs, you said 10,000 and up, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Correct.
So
yeah, between 10,000 and about 60. Between 10 to 60,000.
60,000. So what? Access to credit is going to be key, obviously. So is there any, light at the end of the tunnel? Do we see anything coming that would be able to help these entrepreneurs?
Well, that's the problem. Because right now, a lot of the banks right now, as you're aware, they need you to have collateral, for you to give you a loan for this kind of market. And as you're aware, after January 12th, a lot of people lost their collateral, and thus it's very challenging. More and more institutions are starting to think and see the importance of harvesting and providing financing for that particular market. But as of today, a lot of them are really focused on microfinancing. But as far as light being at the end of the tunnel, I think there is a possibility that, because I remain very optimistic, I see there's a possibility, because there are about 4 or 5 different companies that I see out there that are actually showing sign of probability of addressing this market. But they would have to work, I think, in my opinion, they would have to work with institutions who are already existing in Haiti, so they won't have to duplicate their efforts, such as banks or such as other microfinancing institutions that are providing microloans.
Yeah, let me see if I can get one more in before we take a break here. You also spoke about the lack of innovation somehow, where entrepreneurs, I guess that aspect of it, where they're supposed to be somehow problem solvers as well, not just copying because this thing is making money. Yes. How can, I think, as the diaspora, what can be done to start helping them there in Haiti, or what needs to be done, not specifically us as the diaspora, but what needs to be done in order to kind of like wake up that spirit of innovation back in our entrepreneurs in Haiti? Okay.
Well, the basic things that we do and use on a daily basis is a source of innovation for our folks. We just have to expose them to it and say, look, this is how it works here, and this is what's behind how it works, and this is the engineering behind it. And with the access to that, and with the access to a certain key tools, for example, internet is key. Once you actually put these two together, then you can actually move on to the next stage. It's ironic that you mentioned this, because one of the things that we are working on doing, I don't know if you're going to ask this question later, is about the tour that we're planning on doing across many states in Canada, in North America.
Yeah.
And are you going to ask about it later, or are you going to talk about it now?
Yeah, well, let me take a quick break. When we come back, we can discuss this, because I think that is very important. My guest is Marc Saint-Clair. He is talking to us about entrepreneurs in Haiti. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk more with him, specifically about the direction that we should take, entrepreneurship should take in Haiti. So hang out with us. We'll be right back. You're listening to Color of Hope.